What's up, guys? Got another UFC video here today. It's going to be on the UFC 199 fight card, which is obviously Rockhold versus Bisping 2. So these fights already went down, guys. This is a post-fight result/review video with some post-fight analysis. So I'm gonna go ahead and be talking about the fights, what went down and whatnot. As you can see, it's already right here showing you the results, who won, who lost, and whatnot. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share my results with you guys, my picks, how good I did and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's talk about the first fight, Polo Reyes versus Dongan Kim. So first of all, this fight was a damn brawl, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the live stats here. Look at all the damn strikes Reyes landed. So pretty much the whole fight was a brawl, guys. These guys were just brawling. As you can see, Kim did land some takedowns, but pretty much this fight mostly stayed on the feet, and they were just boxing, guys. They were just straight boxing, not much kicks being thrown. But in the end, guys, Reyes here was able to get I think it was it was a straight right that finished him. I was gonna say it's maybe the head kick, but it was like a straight right or something like that. In the third round, he caught him with a straight right. Pretty much just dropped Kim. I mean, Kim already took so much damage. Both of them, were obviously getting hit a lot. But I mean, just look at the stats here alone. You can see Reyes landed way more strikes than Kim did. By how much more is that? That's like 50 more strikes, 52 more strikes. So that's a shit ton more strikes. So Kim was obviously absorbed more damage. I thought Reyes was winning the fight, but I mean, it was a brawl, guys. The whole fight was a brawl. This is a very exciting fight to start off the whole card. If you guys missed this fight, I highly recommend to watch it. It was a really fun fight, and they actually called it as fight of the night. These guys both got paid $50,000 each, so yeah, they deserve it, because this was a really fun fight to watch. And I was like, damn, it's going crazy. They were just going crazy, just bombing on each other and whatnot. Very exciting fight. And of course, guys, I picked Polo Reyes here, Marco Polo Reyes, and yeah, had him winning by I think I said second round knockout, and ended up getting a third round knockout. So either way, that's pretty close to my original pick, just a round off. But either way, I still picked him to win, and guess what, guys? He was able to get the win here. So I got this pick right, and so far doing good. So let's go ahead and go on to the next fight. But yeah, that was a really fun fight, guys. Like I said, highly recommend you guys to watch it. So hold up, guys. Right now I'm checking out my UFC Pick'em app. Logging in. Yeah, I want to make sure I did have Reyes by second round knockout. Anyways, Casey versus Elvis. This is the next fight here, guys. Obviously in the Fight Pass prelim still. So the way I saw this fight going was I saw Elvis keeping the fight on the feet, showing improved takedown defense, and pretty much not getting taken down and whatnot. I pretty much saw him not being able to get taken down, and that didn't really work out for him. In the first round, he was doing good on the feet, and then he gets taken down. And we guys go ahead and check out the stats here. So you can see, first round was all Casey. Casey took him down after not liking the action on the feet, and yeah, pretty much won that first round. And then we go to the second round. As you can see, he landed another takedown, and this time Elvis was in a really bad position, and I thought maybe it was going to be a 2-0 here for Casey. But near the end of that second round, Elvis was able to get out from a bad position and clinch up with Casey and land lots of knees. As you can see, he has more significant strikes, so it kind of offset that a little bit. So maybe it's 1-1 instead of 2-0 for Casey. But then we move on to the third round, and if you guys know anything about Kevin Casey, you guys should know that this guy gasses a lot, especially in the third round. And that's pretty much what happened in the third round. As you guys can see here, he tried going for takedowns, 3 takedown attempts, wasn't able to get him. But yeah, he wasn't really too active in that round. And Elvis was a little bit more active, but he still wasn't able to finish him in that third round. But he almost, if he would have had more time in that third round, maybe like another minute, I think maybe he would have finished him on the ground, because I remember him ground and pounding Casey and whatnot. But yeah, guys, I had Elvis winning the fight by, I think I said, what was it? Had Elvis winning the fight here by third round knockout. Wasn't able to get that, but looks like the fight went to a draw, guys. So I don't know if I should take this as a win or loss. I'm just going to go ahead and say it doesn't really count. So, yeah, didn't really get this pick right or wrong, but, I thought maybe Elvis should have won the fight. He had more significant strikes landed, if you guys check the stats. But there's also the takedowns for Casey, and he did have some top control, so it's also that to think about. But yeah, not much else to say about that, guys. So didn't win or lose there. So you know, that's good, obviously. Pretty much just a draw. Alright, then we go on to the next fight. So this is the guy that really let me down, guys. If this guy would have won, I would have made a lot of money here. And I'm talking about Jonathan Wilson. So as you can see, this guy loses to Henrique da Silva Frankenstein. First of all, Henrique here is a brawler, and this guy has a hell of a chin, man. This guy has a better chin than I thought he would have against someone with good power like Wilson. But anyways, how the fight starts off, pretty much, you know, stays on the feet. And on my pick, on this pick here, guys, I had Wilson winning by first round knockout. I saw some tape on Silva, wasn't impressed. But, you know, anyways, Wilson here, you know, first round looked good, but Silva also looked good, also using some clinch, you know, using some knees. If you look at the strikes here, they're not too far off, but I would say, you know, Wilson won that first round. But then you start in the second round, and it looks like Wilson's a little bit more tired than Silva, which I really did not see coming. For me, I thought Silva here would be the one that would get more gassed easier, especially since that fight, when I seen him fight against Alcantara, it looks like he was way more gassed, but Alcantara was the one really grappling with him more. Wilson really didn't grapple much with Henrique. As you can see, Wilson did get a takedown here, but, you know, it didn't really do much for him, pretty much. He also did drop Henrique, and he was close to finishing him in that second round, but Henrique was able to survive, and, like, Wilson was ground and pounding him, and then, like, Henrique was able to, like, sweep him. And then, you know, he was on top of Wilson now, and then he just started just ground and pounding him. And pretty much both guys were tired, but Silva just, you know, he was on top. He was the one doing damage still, while Wilson was just kind of just taking punches on the ground. So the fight had to get stopped there. You know, good stoppage. But damn, I really counted out Silva on this one, so I really did not see this. I really did not see this coming. I thought Wilson was for sure one of these guys that would be a for sure win here. But yeah, his gas tank let me down here. You know, I thought maybe he would get that win in the first round. I just thought he would win overall. I just saw Henrique's fights and I was not too impressed. But the thing is, I am impressed about is Henrique's toughness. This guy's tough, very durable, good chin. Even if he's gassed, this guy throws power and he's dangerous at all times, guys. So this guy, I don't know about him being a contender, but you know, just someone to look out for when next time betting on fights. Think about twice about betting against them, because as you guys could see, he actually, you know, he pretty much, you know, fucked me here, because I picked Wilson, and if you guys, as you guys know, I play DraftKings, and I had Wilson on all my lineups, and yeah, he pretty much ruined all of them, right? Because, well, he scored some good points, but you know, we want wins here. We don't want some points. We want to win. We want to finish. Henrique scored a lot of people plenty of points, and yeah. But anyways, guys, so this is my first loss here on the Fight Pass prelims. Really underestimated Henrique da Silva and really thought Wilson was going to put him away. I know a lot of people thought the same thing, so yeah, I don't feel too bad. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the featured fight on the Fight Pass prelims. So on this fight, I had Strickland winning by decision, and guess what, guys? That's what happened. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Strickland versus Tom Breese. So as you guys already know, Strickland's a, you know, really good fighter. Same goes for Breese here. Strickland has more fights. Strickland has one loss on his record. I think he was 17-1. Now he's going to be 18-1. Tom Breese, I think, what was he, 10-0 or 9-0? Yeah, he was 10-0. So now he's 10-1. So anyways, Tom Breese, you know, over there training at TriStar, you know, for Hobby and whatnot. This guy's obviously training with great people. But, you know, the way, when I was watching this fight, to be honest, the fight really started off kind of slow for me. It wasn't really like anything exciting or whatnot. If we look at the strikes here in the first round, pretty much the whole fight here, guys, really just stayed on the feet. It was mostly just a kickboxing match. As you guys could see, no takedowns were landed. There were some takedown attempts from both guys, but no takedowns really landed there. Second round, Strickland won based on stats here, and then third round, Strickland won again. So, you know, this wasn't no robbery or anything. It was just a clear-cut win here for Strickland. I had Strickland winning by decision, but I thought he would really utilize his grappling. So he was able to outstrike who I thought, you know, would be a better striker is, you know, Tom Breese here. But both these guys were very similar when these guys were fighting, you know, obviously in the cage and whatnot. They both seem like reflections of each other, you know. Both of them seem very similar with their stand-up skills. And yeah, this ended up just being a kickboxing match. And in the kickboxing match, I actually would have thought Breese would have got the better of it. But, you know, it looks like, you know, Strickland's improving his stand-up game even more now. And yeah, like I said, I thought his grappling would be the thing that would, you know, help him win, because I saw flaws in Breese's grappling game after that fight against the Japanese fighter, I think it was Nakamura or whatever his name was. But anyways, won this pig, guys, so happy about that. So over here on the Fight Pass card, like I was saying, over here on the Fight Pass card, I ended up going Let's see, 2. I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 out of 3 because the the fight here with Casey and Elvis, it's a draw. So I don't know how to count this. So I'm just gonna ignore it, pretend it ain't there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say it was 2 out of 3. The only one that I lost here was the Wilson fight. You know, Henrique here was the guy that ruined stuff for me here. But like I said, I don't count the Casey and Mutapcic fight as a loss or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 out of 3 on my Fight Pass picks, which isn't too bad. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the Fox Sports 1 fights. So these are the fights that start on TV, as you guys already know. So we had Cole Miller against Alex Caceres. So pretty much not much else to say here, guys. Cole Miller here got, you know, outclassed the whole fight. I really thought this guy would be the better striker with his boxing, and ended up being Caceres here, just really dominating the fight on the feet. And I really did not see this coming, guys. This guy looked really good, especially in the first round. Right away, I was like, oh shit, you know, this is bad. You know, Miller's not looking good. Caceres was just landing good shots. Caceres even hurt him in that early first round. Like, he dropped him with a straight left hand, jumped him for a second. But, you know, obviously Miller wasn't super hurt. But, you know, Caceres was landing some good shots. He was very active. Look at all the significant strikes he landed, guys. Almost 3 times as much significant strikes. He also had takedowns. Both of these guys had good takedowns against each other. If you guys look on paper, both of them are not really too good with takedowns. Well, actually, based on the stats here, I don't know if these are updated or not, but based on stats here, Caceres has 60% takedown accuracy. But as you can see, both of them don't really land super amount of takedowns. But both these guys do have good submission skills. But yeah, guys, this fight was just pretty much Caceres winning the fight. I think third round was a lot closer than the rest of the rounds. I think, yeah, see, there was a submission attempt here by Cole Miller. I think it was an armbar. But pretty much Caceres just beat him up, guys, and this was highly unexpected for me. I really thought Cole Miller would look a lot better, but he looked really flat, and, well, yeah. I kind of underestimated Bruce Leroy here a little bit. But, you know, I knew he could probably win also, but I just really thought Miller was able to get this done, you know, with his boxing skills, with his stand-up. But his stand-up really looked bad out there. I really, you know, really gave too much praise to Miller's hands there. You know, I really thought his striking would be the difference, but it ended up being Caceres' speed with the striking that won him the fight pretty much. So good stand-up skills from Bruce Leroy here, guys. And yeah, lost that pick. I had my original pick here was Miller winning by decision, so it ended up being Bruce Leroy by decision. So lost that pick, guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next fight. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I missed most of this fight. I only watched, like, I think it was like the ending because I went to go get some pizza. But as you guys could see here, goddamn, look at all the significant strikes there. As you guys can see here, pretty much my brother was watching the fight, and my pick here, guys, was Andrade, and Andrade did get the win here, but she actually got it by a second round knockout or TKO instead of a decision win, which I actually thought she would get. So pretty much my brother was saying that you know, Penne was pretty much Penne was getting beat up on the feet the whole time in the first round, and the second round was pretty much the same thing again. Pretty much when I came to watch the fight, it was already like, I think Andrade just smashing Penne on the feet. Pretty much Jessica was just using her superior striking skills, guys. Let's go ahead and look at that first round. Look at all the significant strikes she landed compared to Penne. That's a shit ton of volume there, guys. So pretty much, as you guys could see there, Penne had some takedown attempts, but you guys know Andrade here came from 135, so she's already used to fighting big girls, and Penne is a taller girl, but she doesn't have the strength like the 135ers. So Andrade is used to fighting people that are bigger than her and stronger than her, and yeah, she was able to stuff the takedowns easily, as you guys can see here on paper. 6 takedown attempts, none landed. Pretty much Andrade just kept the fight on the feet and just pounding away at Jessica Penne. A lot of people were saying Andrade looked like Wanderlei on the feet. So yeah, guys, Andrade here, someone to look out here for, someone for you guys to look out for here now at you know, the strawweight division at 115. As you guys could see, Jessica Penne was ranked number 6, so now Andrade just really jumped up the ladder now and kicked Penne out of those rankings. But yeah, pretty much that shows that, you know, Jessica Penne was pretty much broken from that fight from John Jacek, which was her last fight. And when I was doing my review on this fight, my picks and whatnot, like I said, I picked Andrade pretty much because she's been busy. She's already, you know, she's fought girls at 135, and I thought she would look good and she would be strong, and that's pretty much what happened. I didn't think her striking skills were going to be, I guess, that impressive on paper there. She landed so much strikes. But yeah, pretty much it shows that, like I said, in this fight, that Jessica Penne really got broken by Jacek, and yeah, just really can't stand up with a lot of these girls now. So she really needs to work more on her wrestling to get that fight to the ground. But Andrade here stuffing those takedowns. So yeah, guys, I picked Andrade winning by decision, but she ended up winning by a second round knockout. And yeah, good win for Andrade there. So another win there. Alright, so Beneil Dariush versus James Vick, the next fight. So let's go ahead and check out the live stats. So as you guys can see right there, there it is. You guys can see right here, Dariush was able to win this fight in the first round, guys. Yeah, guys, you heard it right here. Dariush won in the first round by knockout, guys. Very something that I really think wouldn't happen. Dariush not really known for having huge power, and yeah, pretty much how this fight started, guys. Dariush keeping the fight on the feet, using striking, using good body kicks, and then eventually he started using his hands more. And yeah, I was able to hurt Vick, drop him, and was on top of Vick for a bit. They got back up on their feet, and Dariush hurt him again, knocked him down again, and this time followed up with punches. And yeah, I was pretty much able to win the fight, guys. Damn, Dariush was coming in here, you know, like he had something to prove, guys. Like he lost his last fight against Chiesa, who I thought he would beat Chiesa, but yeah, he ended up getting caught in that damn choke. And yeah, Dariush came here, you know, with, you know, like, yeah, he was hungry. He went in there for that win, like I was saying in my, you know, my pre-fight, what do you want to call it? My prediction video. I was saying, you know, Dariush is gonna be hungry here, and you know, Vick here, you know, I guess, you know, on paper has better boxing and whatnot, but Dariush was able to use his own better boxing skills, you know, his multi, not just his multi, but he was using his boxing skills, you know, his hands. And yeah, I think Vick wasn't really thinking about those hands too much and was able to get clipped and whatnot. So I'm not going to say that Vick has a weak chin or anything, because Dariush was throwing with power, guys. This is the first time I've seen Dariush throw so hard, and yeah, he just really wanted this win. And you know, he was not going to be denied this win. So he won by first round knockout, guys. My official pick was Dariush winning by decision, or maybe I was going to say, or maybe a late submission finish or something like that. But yeah, it didn't end up happening. But yeah, another win here, guys. He won by first round knockout. All right, let me move on to the next fight. So on this fight, guys, I was kind of scared here in this fight, because come on, this thing's taking forever here. Sorry about this, guys. Come on, let me see. This thing's acting up, guys. I want to show you guys the stats, but yeah. Come on. There it is. Sorry about that, guys. That was a long ass fucking wait right there. Sorry about that. So anyway, as you guys can see there, Ortega won by knockout, and this was in the third round, guys. Pretty much how this fight went. Fight stayed on mostly on the feet, as you guys can see there. Guida really did not attempt any. I can't see right here. He's blocking the thing right there. But I don't really think Guida really went for any takedown attempts. It was pretty much the whole fight just on the feet. Guida was actually doing really good, but as you guys can see on paper here, significant strikes were close. But you know, Guida was doing good on the feet, guys, and he really surprised me. It seemed like he was being a little bit more technical with his striking, and I really thought he would be maybe going for some takedowns here and there. But you know, the whole fight ended up being on the feet, and I think I remember saying that on my prediction video, you know, that the fight is going to be mostly on the feet because Guida doesn't want to get tapped out. Ended up being like that, and I thought Ortega would be a lot better on the feet, but it ended up being that Guida was doing a lot better on the feet than I thought. And Guida was, a lot of people were saying he was winning the first 2 rounds. Check the stats here. Yeah, second round was a lot closer there. They were tied on significant strikes, but a lot of people were saying that. And yeah, pretty much in the third round, it looked like Ortega knew he had to finish him in that third round, so he was getting very aggressive. And yeah, was able to land a really nice knee on Clay Guida. And yeah, again, here comes Ortega with a third round finish, guys. Seems like this guy just lets people, like, it seems like he lets people win the first 2 rounds, and all of a sudden he just turns it on in that third round, guys. So it's very scary to pick Ortega, guys. I'm gonna try to stay away from him now, because I was kind of scared there for a minute there. I thought he was gonna let me down and, you know, give me a loss here on my picks. I thought Guida was gonna get that win. You know, if he would just, you know, stayed away from that knee, you know, he would have probably won that fight, guys. So something to think of there, guys. But yeah, Ortega was able to get it done for me. I said Ortega would win by decision, or maybe a submission or something, but yeah, I ended up, you know, just Ortega winning by decision. So another pick here, guys, that I got right. Yeah, so on the Fox Sports 1 prelims, I ended up coming out 3 out of 4, which is pretty damn good. Miller was pretty much the guy that messed me up. He just did not look good in that fight. And then the other guy that messed me up here was Wilson. But, Wilson looked like he was doing good. He just gassed himself out and just wasn't able to get the finish. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the main card picks here, guys. Now, I'm going to let you guys know right now that I got all these picks right. That's right. I got all these picks right on the main card. 5 out of 5. Really, excellent picks by me, I would say. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the fight. So first fight on the main card here, guys, on pay-per-view, Dustin Poirier against Bobby Green. Pretty much whole fight stayed on the feet. Didn't last very long. First round finish for Poirier here. Let me see if it's gonna let me mess around with the strikes here. Come on. I don't know. Do you guys really want to see those strikes? Yeah, you know what? It's acting up, guys, so I'm not going to go ahead and show them. Anyways, pretty much, let's talk about the fight. Poirier, if you guys saw the fight, hopefully you guys saw it. If not, well, sorry for spoiling it. If you guys don't want me, obviously, if you guys don't want to hear me talk about it, you guys would not be watching the video. Anyways, Poirier against Green, pretty much the whole fight stayed on the feet. Green being very cocky as always, trying to do his, his kind of like a Diaz brothers type of tactic, except this guy's not as good like the Diaz brothers are. Pretty much ended up getting, clipped with some punches, and Poirier was able to hurt him, and, he was able to hurt him twice in that fight. Yeah, pretty much Poirier here took advantage of when Green let his guard down, trying to get a little cocky there like the Diaz brothers and whatnot. And yeah, pretty much Poirier made him pay for it, guys. He was showing good hands. Poirier showing improved boxing skills. Green's a good boxer, but he's at a long layoff, guys, which is why a big reason why I picked against him. But also Poirier here has been looking really good, and like I was saying in my my prediction video on the main card, I was saying that that Poirier has fought a guy similar to Green, Joe Duffy, who's a very excellent. Also an excellent boxer, good with his hands. Overall, just a very good fighter. Good, good striking, good kickboxing, good boxing. So I knew Poirier fighting Bobby Green, it wasn't gonna be a big difference for Poirier, like fighting against Joe Duffy. It's just maybe that Green would maybe have more better takedown defense. Was probably the only thing. But I thought Joe Duffy would for sure starch Green. And, like I said, I didn't want to do the MMA math thing, but I knew Poirier here would be able to beat Green on the feet. And, guys, he ended up doing it, guys, getting a first-round knockout against Green, which was very impressive because Bobby Green here looks very durable. I don't even think he's been knocked out much or maybe at all. I'm not too sure, guys. I haven't checked the stats on that or on his record. But, yeah, this guy does not get finished, a lot. And Poirier was able to put him away, man. This guy's looking very impressive, guys. Poirier, this guy needs to be fighting top 5 guys now because this guy's been very impressive now at 155. I mean, come on, he beat Joe Duffy, he beat Yancy Medeiros, and he beat some other guy. I think it was Carlos Diego Ferreira. Either way, he finished both those guys. He wasn't able to finish Duffy, but he beat him up, guys, on the ground because on the feet he was kind of getting beat up a bit. But it shows that, like I was saying in my pre-fight or my prediction video, I was saying Poirier here can mix it up, guys. He can use his wrestling, his takedowns. He's not gonna just throw hands. This guy will use takedowns, sometimes. So that's something to be aware of. And like I was saying, pretty much Poirier's the well-rounded fighter here. And yeah, I was not too surprised with Poirier getting the win here, guys. But I thought there would be maybe a slight chance Green could pull it off if he lands a good punch. But pretty much, yeah. Wasn't able to do it. Poirier really did what I thought he would do, uses good striking. Now, I didn't think he was going to finish him in the first round. That was very surprising to me. I mean, Poirier does have some finishes in the first round, but, I thought Bobby Green, being a really tough guy and very durable, would be able to survive, especially with some good head movement, good striking defense. But pretty much, maybe that long layoff really affected him. But, yeah, Poirier here got the win, guys. I picked him winning by, I think my official pick was him winning by, let's see right here, yeah, by decision. So yeah, anyways, I got the pick right there, guys. Let's go ahead and go on to the next fight. Dan Henderson against Hector Lombard, guys. So this fight, another fight that really did not last long. I'm going to try this thing again here. Come on. No, that's not right. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I guess it's just not gonna work for me. Anyways, so Henderson against Lombard, pretty much both these guys, good power in their hands. Lombard being more explosive, being more younger, being faster, all that didn't end up really helping him too much in the fight. So pretty much how the first round went. Yeah, they were going at it for a little bit. I think Henderson caught Lombard first, and then after that, Henderson got a little overconfident and tried to finish Lombard, and Lombard caught him with a good punch, and you know, they got kind of close together, and Lombard was able to use his judo skills, put Henderson on his back. I thought maybe he was going to try to finish him there, you know, was beating up Henderson a bit, and then Lombard was chasing Henderson down for a bit. You know, they were against the cage. He was throwing bombs at Henderson. Henderson was able to survive. You know, being an experienced fighter, able to survive, guys, and yeah, he almost got finished in that first round, guys. So obviously that was the first, you know, the first round went for Lombard here, and yeah, second round, guys, similar kind of thing, but they weren't really hitting each other much in that second round, and then finally Henderson here throws in a sneaky head kick. Now this guy does not kick much, guys. Henderson did land some leg kicks in this fight, but he really does not throw much head kicks. But I did see him throw that in the first round. I think also he just threw those random head kicks in there. Now him being the taller fighter here by 2 inches according to this thing here on the height, he's being the taller fighter obviously, so you know it's easier for him to kick Lombard since he's shorter. Anyways, he was able to catch Lombard with a head kick. He hurt him, and then they were kind of clinching up for like maybe a slight second or whatever, and Henderson was able to throw in a reverse elbow on Lombard, and then that dropped Lombard. And yeah, Henderson was throwing some vicious right elbows on Lombard's face and pretty much knocked him out, guys. So Henderson, man, this guy's a guy you guys should not underestimate. I had him winning this fight in the second round, you know, second round knockout, and I got this pick perfect, guys. I thought this guy would be able to survive. I thought Lombard would be tired, and he was looking tired a little bit in that second round, being very hesitant. Looks like he was trying to save that gas tank for the third round or something, or maybe just trying to win on points. It didn't look like he really wanted to go out there and just like blast through Hendo. So that ended up, you know, kind of costing him a bit. He should have been a little bit more active, I think, in that second round. But yeah, whenever you guys fight, you know, obviously Dan Hendo, I mean, you gotta kind of be a little hesitant, because that guy catches you with that right hand, he's gonna hurt you. And Lombard felt that in that first round when he got clipped with that right hand and he got hurt. So yeah, Henderson here, guys, was able to land that head kick, and man, that was a sweet head kick, guys. When that shit happened, man, me and my bros over here, man, we were going nuts over here. That shit was crazy. But yeah, I got that pick right there, guys, and you know, I think this is Hendo's last fight on his contract. I don't know if he's gonna retire or not. We'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one, guys. Max Holloway against Ricardo Lamas. Not much else to say in this fight, guys. Pretty much good performance by Holloway here. Fight went to decision. I think I predicted a third round finish for Holloway, and there were some chances in this fight for Holloway to finish, but Lamas here is a tough guy, and he was able to survive. In the end of the third round, both these guys were in the last 10 seconds. Both of them were just, you know, brawling at each other, you know, just throwing hands, just slugging it out. But anyways, guys, Holloway just pretty much is just a beast, guys. This guy's now on a 9-fight win streak now, and yeah, they need to give this guy a title shot already. This guy's beating high-level opponents now. Beating Ricardo Lamas, you know, that's not an easy guy to fight. But yeah, Holloway's been looking just too good, guys, and they need to give this guy a damn title shot. But yeah, guys, pretty much is a really good overall performance of Holloway, using his striking good, and Lamas wasn't really able to get him down. So yeah, good takedown defense by Holloway. I thought maybe Lamas would be able to get him down, because, you know, Bermudez was able to get Holloway down. But like I said, you know, Holloway, that was a long time ago. Holloway's been improving since then, a lot of improvement since then. So yeah, Holloway looking like a beast. I had him winning by third round knockout. Anyways, he won by decision, but either way, still win there, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about this co-main event now, guys. So yeah, we have Dominick Cruz here against Faber. Well, you know what? The fight wasn't too exciting, guys, so let's just go ahead and make this quick. So fight ended up going to decision, obviously. You know, Dominick Cruz here, not really known for having huge finishing power, but he did hurt Faber a couple times, guys. And I think in the video, my prediction video, I think I did say maybe there's a chance that Cruz could maybe even get a late finish here, but you know, probably like in the 5th or 4th round. But you know, I still ended up making my official decision as Cruz winning by decision. But yeah, guys, pretty much, you know, this fight just went like, you know, how most of these Cruz fights go. You know, just pretty much Cruz using excellent footwork, you know, outpointing his opponent, throwing in those takedowns and whatnot. I'm trying to show you guys the strikes again over here, but I'm telling you guys, this thing's acting up. Come on, just let me get... Ah! Got it. Alright, so you guys can see the stats here. I just like using the stats here so you guys can see. Anyways, Cruz was able to land takedowns, you guys can see there. Significant strikes, more than double Faber's. Cruz wasn't super active in the fight, but, you know, he obviously does enough to win the fights. I think Urijah Faber maybe won that first round. The first round was one of his best rounds, pretty much. The rest of the rounds, pretty much, it was just Cruz winning, as you guys can see here in the points, in the stats here. But yeah, the first round, I'd maybe give it to Faber here. One of the judges probably did. I don't know. But yeah, guys, pretty much after that, Faber just wasn't really aggressive enough. I think this guy should have been a lot more aggressive. Just it looked like he was trying to do like a counter punch type of game plan here, and yeah, that didn't end up working well for him. I thought maybe Faber should have utilized some aggression and maybe throw some leg kicks in there also, maybe to give him a good chance of winning, because, you know, Dominick Cruz has some skinny ass legs, and, you know, maybe some leg kicks, you know, could hurt those legs a bit. Because I remember watching the Dillashaw fight again, you know, obviously against Cruz, and one of those leg kicks hurt Cruz, and Cruz right away goes for a takedown. I thought maybe, you know, Faber should have had a different game plan here, but yeah, pretty much Cruz, guys, just doing what Cruz does. Like I said, just outpointing you, using his excellent footwork and movement to stay away from your strikes. Yeah, pretty much was a really safe fight for Cruz here. I picked Cruz winning by decision, and yeah, Cruz won by decision, guys, so not much else to say here. So, good win for Cruz here. Obviously wasn't a super impressive performance. Sucks for Faber here, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back. Alright, let's go ahead and just end up this video. Let's go ahead and talk about the main event, guys. So we have Rockhold against Michael Bisping. So there's not much else, there's not much to say here, guys, because guess what, guys? Fight ended in the first fucking round. And a lot of you guys thought maybe it would be Rockhold here that would get it in the first round, but you would be wrong. So if this thing could just let me... There we go. So there we go. So you can see the stats here, guys. So pretty much, as you guys can see there, the stats are very similar. Pretty much the whole fight stayed on the feet. No guys attempted takedowns or anything like that. It was a kickboxing match. Of course, you guys know Luke has excellent kicks. He was using some head kicks, leg kicks, and body kicks like he always does. He loves that left body kick and the left high kick. And he also has that nice check right hook, or whatever you guys want to call it. Straight left. But yeah, guys, pretty much, if you guys don't know, Bisping is a better striker than Rockhold, guys. Bisping has good striking, you know, good boxing, good kickboxing, like I was saying in my prediction video. And Rockhold, he is a good, you know, good striker, you know, kind of like a good kickboxer with his kicks. But, you know, he's not, doesn't really have really super good hands or anything like that. You know, he's not super excellent at striking. He's a well-rounded fighter, has, I think his summary on here was kickboxing, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. And I would say he's a lot better on the ground than he is on the feet. So I think Rockhold here wanted to prove too much to try to finish Bisping in the first round. So he got caught in that, you know, just in that kickboxing type of style of a match, just kind of staying on the feet. And, you know, staying on the feet with Michael Bisping here, a lot of people underestimate Michael Bisping's, first of all, his power. He was able to hurt Rockhold here. So a lot of people underestimate his power and, you know, his good striking skills. This guy's a good boxer, good kickboxer. Very good footwork and movement, so he also has some good striking defense. And like I said, this guy also lands a shit ton of volume with his striking, always throws good combinations. So pretty much, guys, the fight was very even in that first round until Rockhold extended with, I think it was a left hook or something like that. Or I think he was saying it was a jab. Something like that, and Michael Bisping was able to land a left hook on Bisping's chin/jaw, whatever you guys want to call it, and hurt Rockhold. And once he had him hurt, guys, this guy, Bisping, was all over him. Rockhold tried to clinch to recover. Bisping landed another left hook, guys, not a right punch. And I think Bisping here is orthodox fighter, so he ended up using a left hook instead of a right hand. Maybe to kind of, because maybe Rockhold thought maybe he would be throwing, you know, the right hand more than left hook. But anyways, Bisping was able to get that left hook in twice, guys, and he was able to drop him twice. If you guys see the stats there, 2 knockdowns. So he hurt him once, he dropped him, or he rocked him, and then he hit him again. Then he fell down, guys, fell against the cage, and Bisping just pretty much just teed off there. You know, he had him just, you know, pretty much Rockhold just sitting down against the cage and, you know, against the fence. And yeah, Bisping just throwing punches, guys, and was able to finish him and put him away, guys. That shit was fucking crazy. You know, when I was watching the fight, I was like, oh shit, guys, like I knew you guys shouldn't count out Bisping. You know, that's what I was saying, guys. And yeah, my boy, my boy over there, watching the fights, he was saying Rockhold's gonna finish Bisping, he's gonna smoke him. A lot of people thought that. I don't underestimate Bisping here, man. This guy has a solid skill set, good takedowns, good wrestling skills, good kickboxing skills, and yeah, overall just a really good striker. And Rockhold really underestimated him. He's just way too cocky, paid the price. Bisping here also coming in very confident, saying it was his destiny and whatnot. And guess what, guys? It ended up being his destiny, I guess, because he was able to get that win. So yeah, guys, yeah, Bisping here, the new middleweight champion, guys. How's that sound, man? I know it sounds pretty kind of surreal here, right? Bisping finally gets his title shot and then wins the belt. And yeah, after seeing him fight against Silva, I knew this guy could win the belt. Like, I knew he had the skill set, I knew he had pretty much the skill set, the heart, the will to win here. And yeah, he was able to get it done, guys. So like I said, I had Bisping winning by actually I ended up, my official pick was Bisping winning by decision or maybe like a late finish after wearing Rockhold down, but it ended up being a first round knockout, guys. All of these fights ended up being first round finishes, which I really did not expect. Like the Dariush fight, the Poirier fight, and yeah, I just didn't expect that, especially here in the Bisping fight. Even I knew Bisping would win. I picked him to win, but I didn't really think he would win in the first round, guys. So that just shows Rockhold's just way too overconfident. And yeah, should have really took the fight to the ground instead of staying on the feet with Bisping. And I'm pretty sure if they do a rematch, he's gonna want to take this fight to the ground. All right, guys. So that's it for my my video here. So for my picks, I ended up going. I got perfect picks here on my main card. 5 out of 5. Foxworth won prelims. 3 out of 4. Fight pass prelims. There's 4 fights, but I'm canceling out that Caceres and Mutapcic fight because it was a draw. So 2 out of 3 on that. On the UFC pick'em, it ended up saying 10 out of 13, but I think it should be more like a 10 out of 12. I think, if that makes sense. Let's see, 5-4, 5-3. Yeah, I think it should be 10 out of 12 because I'm canceling out that Casey fight. But my pick'ems or whatever on the UFC, I had 10 out of 13 out of my picks right. But I really think, like I'm saying, it should be 10 out of 12 because I'm not counting that Casey fight. Either way, guys, I did really good on my picks here. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was 10 out of 12. It was a good night of fights, good night of picks for me. I was able to make money on DraftKings. I won like $75 on that thing. It was really great. Wilson just really had to screw a lot of my lineups, but luckily I was able to make a main card lineup on DraftKings, and that really just saved me there because I won all the fights. All my picks were right on that main card, so that saved me there. But yeah, guys, not much else to say here, guys. It was a great night of fights. Hope you guys enjoyed this post-fight results / review, whatever you guys want to call it, post-fight analysis video. Hope I kind of explained the fights to you guys pretty good. You guys could always watch the fights yourselves with Fight Pass and whatnot. But yeah, guys, really enjoyed the fights, and yeah, good night of picks, like I said, for me. 10 out of 12. Very happy with that. And yeah, if you guys haven't joined DraftKings yet, I think I do pretty well now in that. And DraftKings, I'm getting really good with my picks here. And yeah, if you guys want to join DraftKings, my link is below in the description. Let's make some money together. I was able to make $75 today. Not a super amount of money, but I'm happy with it. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.